Hi, Melissa. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Good. Thanks for coming in today. My name's Carmen. So tell me, what brings you in today?
Well, I've just been really stressed lately with school and work, and I just haven't had a break, and I've just been really overwhelmed.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that you've been feeling this way. Can you tell me some of the reasons why?
Well, finals are coming up, and I've had a lot of projects to do, and I haven't been getting a lot of sleep. Plus, I'm working a full-time job, and I just feel like I don't have time for myself anymore.
It takes a lot of dedication and commitment to, you know, really put forth that effort to be a student and a full-time worker. I don't see how anybody could do that. I wouldn't be able to, but could you tell me some of the things that you did before you started to feel like this stressed? Just some of the things that helped you to relax and give you some me time.
Well, last semester I was only taking 4 classes, so I still had time to balance everything with school and work and hang out with my friends. Um, on the weekends, I used to go out to brunch with a group of friends just to catch up on our week and how we're doing. And since I've been taking 7 classes this semester, I just haven't had any time to do that, and I don't have any time to talk to them. Um, my weekends are spent catching up on assignments that didn't get to do during the week. Um, I've never really spent a lot of time with my parents either, so I'm not really comfortable talking to them about how I'm feeling and how overwhelmed I am. I usually just talk to my friends because I feel really comfortable around them, but since I've been busy, I haven't been able to do that.
So, what I'm hearing is that your support system has really been your friends, your social network, and that your parents and you don't really have the greatest bond where you feel comfortable and open enough to talk about the things that you've been feeling, and that you haven't been able to be around that support system with your friends because of your schedules, your conflicting schedules, which um, it's understandable. Um, do you do you mind talking a little bit more about the stuff that you've been feeling?
Yeah, well, the first month back at school, I ended up meeting someone, and we've been talking and going out a lot. They help me when things get really hard and when I have no one else to talk to, including my parents. To be honest, I'd rather hang out with them than my friends just because I feel like they get me and I can talk to them about anything. None of my friends or my parents know that we're seeing each other.
Well, being in this new relationship, it seems to be something that you're pretty serious about. It seems pretty important, as well as when you talk about it, it seems like your mood changes a little bit. So it seems like it's probably something that's helping you to de-stress and feel a little bit better and having somebody to talk to. Um, if you don't mind me asking, could you tell me a little bit why you haven't decided to tell your parents or your friends why you or that you've been dating this person?
No, I don't mind at all. I've actually been dying to tell someone just because no one else knows. We met in my history class, and she's the one who started to talk to me. I've always been attracted to girls, but in high school I was too scared to tell anyone, and I never dated anyone. Since I came here, no one knows, and I've been able to just be myself. I feel really happy and comfortable that I'm able to be with Piper. I've never loved anyone like her. Um, Dating her is the best thing that's happened to me in a long time. And don't um, since I don't have the best relationship with my parents, I'm not sure. I'm not really comfortable telling them just because I'm afraid of what they'll think. They're not super conservative or anything, but I'm just afraid that they would not disown me, but just think differently of me and not want me to be around as much if I were to come out to them. I haven't told my friends either for some of the same reasons. I just don't want them to think differently of me or think that I'm attracted to them just because I'm gay.
Well, I just want to tell you that I'm honored that you would feel open enough to share that part of yourself to me today. I know that it's extremely hard coming out. And I just want to let you know that everything that we talk about in our sessions together is completely confidential. There's no worry about this getting to anybody else. This is just between you and me. I would first like to ask you, since I know that it can be extremely stressful to come out and to not be so comfortable telling your support systems about your relationships or your girlfriends or significant others, have you looked into any of the organizations here on campus for the LGBTQ community?
Well, I know that they're here. I haven't really had time to look into it. Plus, I'm not sure if I feel comfortable going to them just because I don't know anyone else, and I don't want any of my friends or my parents to find out that I'm going to them.
Well, there's a list that I could provide you of some, organizations, perhaps if you're not too comfortable with campus organizations. I can also find you some in the local area here as well if you'd like both of those.
Yeah, that would be great. I'm not from the area, so I don't really know of any organizations that are off campus. So I think that could really help.
Okay, great. So it sounds like you've got a good plan going on. If I can get those to you, and maybe you could take some of those numbers, contact information I can provide you, and maybe get in touch with somebody through some of these organizations and see about what they could offer you. See if you'd be comfortable with it. Would that be something you'd like to look into?
Yeah. At first, I was a little hesitant about it, but I think that it could really help me, and I think that I could do it.
Okay. All right. Well, it sounds like a great plan. Only do what makes you feel comfortable, though. Don't strain yourself to do anything that you're not ready yet to do. But we've covered a lot of ground today, starting with the stress that initially brought you in here from being a full-time student and a full-time worker, and it seems like your friends and your family are a top priority to you. But there's some things that you're just not comfortable talking about with them yet, and you have a new relationship, a new girlfriend in your life, and that seems like she's pretty important to you as well. Seems to be a great source of strength and support for you. And you might look into some campus organizations that I could provide for you and some others in the area. Maybe you plan on looking into those, and perhaps we could talk about what you learned from them and who you talked to in our next session, if that's something you'd be ready to do.
Yeah, I think I could do that.
Okay. All right. Well, here is that list for you, and it was my pleasure talking to you today and seeing you. I look forward to seeing you again.
Great. Thank you.
There you go. Have a good day, Melissa.
Thanks, you too.